What are you expecting from the group coming off a couple losses here?
Yeah, had a good practice day yesterday, sort of regroup and just look to play connected and play with each other, help each other, and support each other up and down the ice.
What stands out about the Stars? And you know them pretty well. What's the challenge tonight?
Play with a lot of pace, move pucks very quick. A lot of skilled guys. They play 5 guys connected and move pucks, get pucks up the ice, and obviously they want to play in our end a lot more than they do in theirs.
You were only there a little while, but when you face a team that you used to play for, is there extra emotion for you personally heading into this?
I don't think emotion, but you always want to beat the team that you played for sure. I mean, yeah, had a great time there, and first-class organization, and all the way sort of top to bottom, and great guys there. But obviously, I definitely want to beat them tonight.
Is there anyone, when you were with them, that really opened your eyes that you didn't know much about, but after being their teammate, kind of had a new appreciation for their skill?
Probably Thomas Harley.
Yeah.
Incredible player, so probably doesn't get talked about enough. So him and Essa are Essa's incredible defenseman, great stick, makes the right play all the time. Big and strong, so those 2 guys I would say are extremely good defensemen that definitely don't get enough recognition.
What is it about Harley in particular that impressed you?
Great skater, moves the puck really well, and has great offensive instincts, but works just as hard defensively. So, yeah, he's a real deal for a really young player.
Jason Robertson's on a hot streak right now. What makes him so dangerous when he's riding this momentum?
Yeah, he's a confident player, really good shot, big body that knows how to use his size. So he's obviously a dangerous player and has been for the last number of years here.
Obviously different size players, but do you notice any similarities between the 2 brothers, the Robertsons?
Yeah, I mean, they both shoot the puck extremely well, and are able, when they have time, they're able to pick corners and put the puck where they want, and then they're both smart players and are able to read off other guys, and yeah, I mean, use their head to their advantage.
What about off the ice? How would you compare their personalities?
I think a little different, but they're a little different, but they both sort of want the same things and are both great people. Work extremely hard and both want to win.
Steven Lorentz is getting an opportunity up the lineup tonight. He's pretty pumped for it. What do you think he can bring in an elevated role?
Yeah, he's worked extremely hard all year and been a really good player. So he's going to continue to do that today, and I mean, expect him to be a really good player for us. So he's done that all year, regardless of where he's played.
The Stars and the Leafs, obviously, 2 of the NHL's better teams, but the Leafs have won the last 7 in this matchup, and I think they're 8-2 in the last 10. Is there from your perspective on the rivalry?
I mean, I've only played 1 game, and they probably should have beat us, but our goalie was really good. So it was a good game in Dallas. But I mean, definitely the first half of the game they sort of controlled a lot of the play, and we were definitely able to create some chances and offense, but give up probably a little more than we wanted to.
Speaking of your goalie, Joseph kind of said the other goalie played him in Carolina, kind of took responsibility for that loss. What does it mean to you? Obviously it's a team game, but what's it mean to you when you hear your goalie kind of taking ownership like that?
He's been great all year for us. So I mean, listen, everyone's accountable in here, and we all want to be our best every night, and sometimes that's not going to happen, but that game was not Joe's fault at all anyway, so that was on us in front of him. So, but obviously it's great for him to do that for us, but something he definitely didn't have to.
Kris Versteeg and Francois Beauchemin to Los Angeles Kings, possible deal with Toronto Maple Leafs. In an interesting twist in the NHL trade market, new rumors are emerging about Kris Versteeg and Francois Beauchemin potentially being traded to the Los Angeles Kings. Sources indicate that the Kings, who have been one of the most active teams in recent weeks, are evaluating the possibility of bolstering their defense with Beauchemin, while Versteeg, who brings strong offensive capabilities, could be a key piece in a larger trade. This move becomes even more intriguing considering the Kings' surplus of offensive pieces available for trade, exactly what the Toronto Maple Leafs are looking for to strengthen their roster. It's speculated that with Versteeg included in the deal, the Leafs could be targeting a possible addition like Wayne Simmonds, along with a mid-range draft pick. This move makes sense given Simmonds' struggles this season, as he has yet to find his top form on the ice. To add more drama to the trade talk, there are even whispers that veteran defenseman Tomas Kaberle could be included, opening the door for a potential pursuit of Brayden Schenn. If completed, this move could have a significant impact on reshaping the Leafs lines and adding more depth to the team. Stay tuned for updates to see if these trades come to fruition and how they might shape the future of Toronto and Los Angeles this season. In an interesting twist in the NHL trade market, new rumors are emerging about Kris Versteeg and Francois Beauchemin potentially being traded to the Los Angeles Kings. Sources indicate that the Kings, who have been one of the most active teams in recent weeks, are evaluating the possibility of bolstering their defense with Beauchemin, while Versteeg, who brings strong offensive capabilities, could be a key piece in a larger trade. This move becomes even more intriguing considering the Kings' surplus of offensive pieces available for trade, exactly what the Toronto Maple Leafs are looking for to strengthen their roster. It's speculated that with Versteeg included in the deal, the Leafs could be targeting a possible addition like Wayne Simmonds, along with a mid-range draft pick. This move makes sense given Simmonds' struggles this season, as he has yet to find his top form on the ice. To add more drama to the trade talk, there are even whispers that veteran defenseman Tomas Kaberle could be included, opening the door for a potential pursuit of Brayden Schenn. If completed, this move could have a significant impact on reshaping the Leafs lines and adding more depth to the team. The Kings' situation is complex, as they are in the midst of a transitional period. Their aging roster, which includes a core group that led them to several successful playoff campaigns in the past, has seen some struggles in recent seasons. While there's a clear need for defensive help, Los Angeles may also want to improve their offensive consistency in order to make a deep playoff push. The combination of Beauchemin's defensive reliability and Versteeg's offensive upside could help the Kings balance their lineup. From the Leafs' perspective, this potential deal is about retooling for the future. The team is in a position to compete, but they also need to solidify certain areas on the ice. Adding a player like Wayne Simmonds could provide the grit and scoring touch that the team has been missing. Furthermore, acquiring a mid-range draft pick could help with future team-building efforts, as Toronto looks to remain competitive while still developing young talent. The inclusion of Kaberle in the trade package could be a strategic move for both teams. The veteran defenseman, who has been with the Leafs for a long time, has seen his role diminished in recent seasons. However, his experience and offensive abilities could be a valuable asset for Los Angeles, who could use a steady presence on the blue line to help their younger players develop. The talk surrounding Brayden Schenn's potential involvement in the deal adds an intriguing layer to the negotiations. Schenn, a versatile forward, has shown flashes of brilliance but has been inconsistent at times. If the Leafs are able to land him, it could be a great opportunity for both the player and the team to find success together. Schenn's physicality, two-way game, and leadership could be exactly what the Leafs need to bolster their forward group. While the trade market can be volatile and unpredictable, these rumors suggest that both the Kings and Leafs are preparing for significant changes. For Toronto, this could mark the beginning of a new era, with a focus on adding more experience and depth. For Los Angeles, the trade could be a chance to retool and address some of the weaknesses in their lineup, while still competing for a playoff spot this season. Of course, as with any trade rumors, it's important to remember that these discussions are fluid and can evolve quickly. There are many moving parts in these types of negotiations, and both teams will likely have to weigh their options carefully before making any final decisions. It's also possible that other teams could enter the fray, further complicating the situation. In the coming days, fans of both teams will be watching closely to see if any concrete moves are made. The NHL trade deadline is fast approaching, and teams are scrambling to position themselves for a successful postseason. Whether this rumored deal materializes or not, the possibility of a major trade between the Leafs and Kings will certainly keep fans on edge as the season continues to unfold. The trade talks involving Versteeg, Beauchemin, and potentially Simmonds or Schenn highlight the delicate balance that NHL teams must strike between immediate success and long-term growth. Both the Leafs and Kings are trying to find that balance, and this rumored